A daring daylight robbery is about to take place right here along the riverbank. Where? Roderick the Rat's house. When? Early afternoon, or after lunch nap time, to those who take an after lunch nap, such as Roderick. And the goods, certain treasures belonging to Uncle Roderick. In effect, his pipe, his soap, and his pail. The robbers, a couple of juvenile delinquents known as the Hamster Nephews, alias Light-Fingered Bertie and Heavy-Handed Herbie. Not so much noise. Quick. Come on. But it takes more than the patter of little feet to rouse the sleeping rat, and they continue with their plan. First things first, the soap and pail. Light-Fingered Bertie takes care of the pail very quietly, so as not to wake up Uncle Roderick. Ah, there it is. Look out. They've got everything they need, and they decide to borrow Uncle Roderick's shopping net to carry all the loot. Ever so quietly, they make their way towards the door. And Roderick, none the wiser, slumbers on. The wise old frog relaxes in the morning sun, when all of a sudden he hears a very familiar sound. Why, I do believe the one that makes that noise and those bubbles is my old friend Turtle.
Ah, good morning, Mr. Frog, good morning.
Fine morning, Mr. Turtle.
Well, you certainly seem to be enjoying it, Mr. Frog.
Tell me, do you know how the hamster's young nephews are getting on?
Oh, fine pair of boys they are, obedient and thoughtful.
Yes, fine pair of boys, indeed. Close by, through the woods, not so far from Roderick's house, is a very cosy little spot, nestled in between the roots of a large tree. Here the boys have set up shop. What mischief are they planning now? Herbie has just filled the scrubbing pail with water and is drying his fingers. Well, this is as good a place as any, Oh, Bertie, do you think we really should, But before he can say another word, his partner pours the soap into the pail of water. I say, but what if Uncle Roderick catches us, Bertie blows until it seems as if his lungs will burst. Then quite suddenly, it happens. The bubble sails far out over the forest. I say, that was quite a bubble. Yes, I'm all blowed out, Herbie. Now it's your turn. Herbie loses no time in filling the pipe with suds. Then he sits back and blows for all he's worth. Bertie's a bit winded, so Herbie decides to have another go at it.
Mr. Frog, do you see what I see?
Flying bubbles. That's one up on you, Mr. Turtle.
Well, I never.
There's no stopping the hamster nephews now, and the more they practice, the bigger the bubbles become. They each take turns at blowing, and with an extra special effort, Bertie blows a double one. Oh, I say, what a beautiful bubble you are. What a beautiful bubble you are. This makes Herbie determined to outdo his partner. He blows a whole stream of bubbles, one after the other. Up through the trees they drift, rolling and tumbling everywhere. Some head out over the fields. Others race towards the river, as if bent on some special purpose of their own. These bubbles are going somewhere, and the only where to go is in that direction, and it's Uncle Roderick's house. A few were unable to stop and go right by, but most of them that try manage to squeeze in through the rat's front door.
Hey, what? Hey, what's that? Who's there? Oh, nightmare. No, help! I'm being attacked. No. Oh. 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 Help! I'm surrounded. What's going on here? Oh.
Then suddenly it dawns on him.
Why, those little hamsters. They've taken my pipe. And the soap and the bucket, too. Great cheese rinds. Wait till I catch those two. Well, at least I won't have any trouble finding them. I'll just follow the bubbles.
By the time that Roderick reaches them, they've swallowed so much soap that they both look pretty green around the gills. So Roddy decides just to give them a good scolding.
Now get off with you, or I'll tan your hides.
Oh, Uncle Roderick, we're ever so sorry, really we are. Oh, please, Uncle Roderick, we didn't mean any harm. Really we didn't. No, honestly we didn't. The rat can hardly keep a straight face.
Well, it serves you jolly well right. It jolly well serves you jolly well right.
It's a fitting punishment for the two young rascals. But unfortunately, it doesn't last too long, and Bertie is so ashamed of himself that he hides his head beneath a log. Since no real harm is done, Roderick forgives them, and all returns to normal once again along the riverbank.